Some more details for what's going to be in the Five Nights at Freddy's house.
Holy crap. There's a lot.
Tribute stores happening there.
There's not want that at all.
Okay guys, we're back at Universal Studios Florida. It's time for another Halloween Horror Nights 2025 update. We have details about Five Nights at Freddy's. More Scare Zone details have been revealed. We got construction updates. And then also guys, we are 600 people away from one of the big HHN reveals for you guys. If you didn't know, we are so close to kind of like dethroning the official HHN YouTube channel. Half of you guys currently are not subscribed who watch the videos. We have a little challenge now. If we hit 76,000, we're gonna have a reward to show you guys. 78,000 and then 80,000. So I own one of the largest HHN collections in the world. So I'm gonna reveal like a jaw-dropping artifact to you guys every single one of those tiers that we hit. Like your mind is gonna be blown. I promise it'll be worth the wait, but we got this. We're gonna dethrone the official HHN channel. So on that note, it's time to talk about the Halloween Horror Nights shirt of the day. We're gonna go back to 2011. Lady Luck, hopefully she gets used in you know, Horror Unleashed in Vegas. But on that note, it is time to roll the commercial.
Be careful what you wager
Red, you win.
when you play with Lady Luck.
Black, you lose.
Halloween Horror Nights 21, only at Universal Orlando Resort.
Come try your luck.
Okay, welcome back. Let's head in. There's no tropical storm right now. It's great. It's like 85 degrees for now. In the UK, last night, they did a little media event talking about HHN. So Adam Hatton got a photo with Art the Clown. What you see at that little event is what we always see in the house. So it looks like no mask for Art the Clown, actual prosthetics, which is gonna be great for performers. And then also Darren Scott was there. So Darren tweeted out so much information about the different houses and scare zones. So let's go over that right now. Okay, so Darren tweeted out this. HHN 34 will be taking immersion to the next level. Fans are advised to pay attention to socials as HHN will be dropping content all this week, next week, and all through the rest of July. So Fallout will check boxes for both gamers and show fans. You'll see vaults and bloody weddings, Rad Roach, Gulper, T60s, and a lot more in the house. And then dolls, Let's Play Dead. You're shrunk to the size of a doll. You'll constantly feel small with everything oversized around you as you enter a dollhouse. The house gets bloodier as you go through it. Also, the HHN bar will be returning along with photo ops in the hotels. The reduced scare zones from last year have been thrown out the window. You're gonna see more scare actors and more scenics all around the park. El Artista, the Spanish haunting, features the conservatory, which contains the origins of horror, which ties into the overarching theme of the event this year. A beautiful house with not one facade, but 3? What? Here's some info about Grave of Flesh. What happens after you die? You become eaten by vicious flesh eaters. You're gonna be at your gravesite where you'll see and smell the soil being put on top of you. You really feel like you're being buried. Then some info about Jason Universe. Jason Universe will have multiple versions of Jason in a gauntlet of Jasons, including the new Jason. The house is described as insidious times 10. In fact, there's so many water effects in the Terrifier house at HHN that guests will have the option of choosing a dry or wet path when exiting. Fans of Terrifier are in for an incredible experience. The team at HHN worked very closely with Damien on the house, which they say is the bloodiest and goriest house that HHN has ever done, with more water effects than in any house before.
Oh, HHN podcast. Where are you? With our little details and information. Where are you? Oh, there he is. There's no merchandise today. We solely just came here to see you.
Me?
Yes.
Oh, great Scott, I'm honored.
What are you working on today? What's in the hand right
This?
there?
Well, this can do a multitude of things. It operates my DeLorean and the train and puts a GPS on Marty. More importantly, Biff Tannen in all different decades.
You don't want him stealing the DeLorean again.
You do not want that at all, right, Scott? Major paradox.
All right, let's see how the sizes are doing. We got extra smalls, mediums, and larges down to extra small. So your extra larges are still sold out for the Terrifier shirt. The discount store is still open, so that means probably no tribute store over here. See if there's any updates. All right, then over here, so they've added lights right there, and right there. They've also added another light right there, then one right there. They're also running new electrical. It's going up here, right? And it's going along the beam. It's going to continue around the beam. Let's see where it ends up. So the wire that's over there is continuing over here, and then it connects to the truss work, which connects with the lights. So we got those lights that popped up on that truss work, then we got these lights on this truss work. So we have this electrical box. All these cables are going that way. Well, why is there a cable going this way? So we're gonna follow the cable Where's it going? Where's it going? All right, it's still going, still going. Or going down the stairs. It's going down here. Then it's going around here. Then it's going up here. Okay, then we're gonna go back up here and see where it goes. It's now made it up here, hidden behind the trash cans, and it's leading to, oh, it's still going. Okay. All right, so it loops around here. Okay, goes in here. This then powers, which will be the TV, and then it also continues all the way down here. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. All the guests probably think I'm a crazy man. Filming wires, and then it goes into here. Has not been plugged in yet for the TV or display for the HHN bar. So the electrical over there is now powering this, powering that. Nothing new with the platform over here.
So let's go over the announced scare zone. Heavily rumored for right here. Okay, so the scare zone announcement is gonna be the cat lady of Crooked Lane. Travel down a spooky winding path to a mysterious house where trick-or-treaters are transformed into feral felines. Be careful, or you'll be next. So if you look closely, see all these pumpkins that'll illuminate the pathway. It also looks like pumpkins will be returning to the trees. Then you're gonna see a cauldron at the end, a witch, and then a house. So we'll talk about the house in a second. But Ramon said this, another Slaughter Cinema spinoff. So you're probably thinking, that wasn't a scene in Slaughter Cinema. So it was actually one of the posters on the wall. So it was right after the Cyborgs section. So let me show you guys how it looked.
What cause?
So yeah, there it is. The cat lady of Crooked Lane, 9 lives too many. So you can kind of get a look at kind of the creepy witch to the right.
The speakers have now been plugged in. You can see all the electrical running into the speakers, so they have sound. So I'm guessing during the nighttime, they're testing them, but it looks like the speakers are now officially hooked up. A couple days ago, they were just placed out here, but now they got power. No movement over here. Again, I just feel like they're trimming back more and more bushes though. The box has moved. It was over there next to the truss work, powering the truss. Maybe they just took it down for right now, and they'll put it back out when we're closer to, you know, opening day. But the electrical box is out there powering the truss. Now it's been shoved over here in the corner. Were you acting up in class again? So yeah, if you look up here, all the cords have now been wrapped up and put in there. So when you see the concept art, you're gonna see this kind of house. So I think that's what this is gonna be. DreamWorks flags are struggling right now. The Florida storms are slowly tearing them apart.
I know the teams are waiting for all the scare zone announcements to officially happen. Next week we should have a lot of movement of adding the bigger details into these scare zones.
There they go.
Oh, so cute.
Okay, they've taken down even more of the bridge. So now there's just the pillars left. There was all the beams that were on top of the pillars over there. They've now been removed. They're replacing this entire bridge, it looks like. They need to fix this in a month and a half before HHN, because we're gonna need this pathway. All right, so we have the facade over here. This is rumored to be the Hatchet and Chains entrance. So I don't know what type of facade that they're building, but they're working on it right now. So this will be located right next to where the rumored dollhouse is gonna be. There's been a little bit of movement on the top. They've added like a railing to the top of the house. Now they're currently painting the top of the Amity bathrooms. So maybe this month they'll finish. Maybe. You can see inside there, it's gonna be a while, it looks like. Yeah, it's still all dirt.
That is not gonna be ready anytime soon. But you know what is getting ready? HHN Hollywood. Field reporter out there, filmed all the construction updates inside the park and also on the Tear Tram. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the little montage. Okay, we're heading into San Francisco. Now this scare zone will probably be announced like when you guys are watching this. This is gonna be the scare zone I'm least excited about. But they've added a bunch of lights.
Holy crap. There's a lot. Okay, so you're gonna have some light bars right here, right? Probably doing a black light or something. Then you're gonna have the spotlights right there. A little bit of mood lighting. There's another light bar. Another light there. 2 more light bars there. A couple more lights. Again, all the electrical has all been set up already. Another light bar right there. And we're gonna continue over here. Another light bar. More lights to illuminate the truss. Another light bar. And then more light bars. So they're going all out with the lights here. It should be a true party.
Let's go. Let's go. Woo. All right, y'all better make me some.
We're heading into New York now, so on that note, let's go over the latest announced scare zone. So, scare zone announcement for Mutations. Toxic 20s. In the 1920s neighborhood, a BuzzCon truck with radioactive cargo crashes into a mobster's getaway car, sending the city into toxic pandemonium. So we'll do a deeper dive in kind of BuzzCon and how that is ingrained within the HHN lore in another video, but Ramon had this to say about it. Breaking news, bank heist chase causes toxic pandemonium. I've had the absolute blast working as the show director of this scare zone. Our character design and technical teams have really cool stuff in store for this one.
See what's going on with arcade. Still all curtained off. Yeah, still all curtained off. Oh, they're building wood. There's wood right there. Look, that's brand new. That's not part of the arcade, so that just popped up.
Now I know everybody wants a Five Nights at Freddy's immersive experience. It's not what's happening there. Everybody keeps thinking Five Nights is still a scare zone or a different thing. It's a house. There's gonna be a San Diego Comic-Con panel with Blumhouse. Jason Blum tweeted out this. So I think they'll announce the house during that panel, and then we'll have the merch drop happen inside the park. That's my theory of finally when they're gonna announce the Five Nights at Freddy's house. But the arcade sounded like it might be the tribute store. That's the gossip around Team Member Town right now.
So the Blues Brothers are now meeting outside the arcade. They're protecting it. They don't want anybody entering in.
All right, that's a bunch of the visual merchandise team. If they walk into the arcade, we got confirmation. There they go. There goes the visual merchandise team. They're going in. Okay, so that's pretty much confirmation that the rumors are true. Tribute store's happening there. They wouldn't be entering in there if it was a immersive experience. They're in there because of merchandise.
They're inside the gift shop now. You can see underneath a little bit. So yeah, it sounds like the whole team is in there right now, working on whatever is supposed to be in the arcade. $15 for this Revenge of the Mummy mug. It's awesome on the front, but on the back, so I was struggling trying to read that thing. Wait, what do you think it says? It says Revenge of the Mummy, Universal Studios. You got that. You can read a lot better than I can. This has appeared. What is this? Something is plugged in. What the heck is this box? The speaker right there, okay.
So people love to make kind of their Disney shirts, or people make HHN shirts, right? Their family vacations. One of you guys made a shirt with John on it. Murdy Tweet Time on a shirt. A masterpiece. So on that note, there's John Murdy right there. John! So people were asking John about the Terrifier house. Will you guys be using masks or makeup to capture Art the Clown's face? John says both. So we're gonna have some prosthetics on performers and then some masks on performers. And then someone says, John, will there be fake non-staining blood shooting out in the maze? John responds with, you, Eli Roth, told me blood he got on me would wash it. It never did. They're not using colorized blood. I believe they're just using water. That's gonna be what's gonna be used as the blood effect. So I wouldn't say worry about your clothes being stained or anything. Okay, so update about Halloween Horror Nights Vegas. Good news and bad news. Remember we were saying they hadn't posted anything to promote anything. They posted this. That's not even Jack's voice. They just used a generic clown voice. One of you guys did get a photo. They finished painting the logo, you know, Universal Horror Unleashed on the side of the building. So that's been finished now. Again, we were less than a month to go.
Today is National Tattoo Day, and here at the Hard Rock, they're doing free tattoos today from 5 till 10. They have this awesome red carpet here with these guitars. National Tattoo Day. July 17th. Now inside here in the Islands gift shop, they have that really cool thing with like the octopus and the eye and all the fun Easter eggs. It's gone. Wait, what happened to it? It was all right here, now it's gone. Lots of construction happening for guest services over here. It also looks like they're doing a refurb over here. The plane has been finished fully refurbed and installed. It's back. All right, it's time to go to Red Oven Pizza.
All right, so Big Guy Pepperoni, 7.5. It's a solid pizza, a lot better than what's inside the park. It's no Pizza Moon though. Pizza Moon is a 10 out of 10. This is just like, it's good for the price. Let's go up to the Coconut Club now, because I think they're starting to work on the dead Coconut Club.
All right, Coconut Club. We got some lights over here. We got 2 T trusses that have popped up. The dead Coconut Club has been confirmed through the calendar that it is returning this year. The new Smurfs movie's coming out. I love that pretty much all the marketing is just Rihanna is Smurfette. Time for our next section to go over in the Super Nintendo World section of the store. We already went over this section, but there's a new shirt that just came out. $40. It's gonna be a Donkey Kong shirt. You're gonna have Diddy Kong and Donkey Kong and the barrels all over it. It'll be like this on both sides. So that's a new shirt that just popped up. Let's go over whatever this section is. Assorted chocolate. You ever wanted to taste Mario? He tastes like milk chocolate. Luigi's milk chocolate with caramel. Peach is white chocolate, cookies and cream, and then Yoshi is milk chocolate with popping candy. All right, this assorted candy is going to be $6. I don't know what's in these. Mints? But there's something with Mario in a little tin, a little star. Here's like a little mystery racing cup candy tin. Yeah, I don't know what candy's in there. Then we're gonna have little candies, mushrooms, Bullet Bill holds candy, I guess. And then there's also gonna be a Bowser. And then down here, for $8, they have some chocolate coins with Mario. They all say Super Nintendo World. Okay, there, Luigi. But $30 for all these headbands. So you're gonna have one of Mario. One's happy, one's upset. Then they got a Yoshi, the little mushrooms, the banana, and the star. This one's my favorite. You got Donkey Kong in the barrel and little Diddy Kong. He even has a little Nintendo hat. So $30, and there's the Super Nintendo World headbands. Another section done. We'll do another one next time we're here. All right, here above the moving walkways, they have new signage. Get an annual pass. If you add it to Epic, I'm sure a lot of people will be getting it. Non-stop thrills. Endless excitement. You got Spider-Man. Okay, so Universal Sign Shopper Maintenance Team, we have another project for you. The guest assistant's press button for assistant sign is faded. Look a little crusty. It could use a refurb. Another day of city walk, moving walkway maintenance. You can see them working on it right now.
Okay guys, we're back in the office, so let's talk about some more details for what's gonna be in the Five Nights at Freddy's house. Again, it's gonna be a house, it's heavily rumored, Murdy already confirmed it and everything, but they still haven't had the official announcement yet, but it's coming as a house. We could get some extra Five Nights at Freddy's experiences or stuff like that, but we're gonna be having a house, and good news, the Hollywood version is gonna be up to the exact same kind of scale as the Orlando version. Hollywood's houses are very Hollywood. They're not known for their scale or spectacle like Orlando's, and Universal's putting their money where their mouth is when it comes to Five Nights at Freddy's. So Hollywood's house is gonna be just as good as Orlando's. Within the house, a lot of puppets. There's gonna be a lot of puppets, a lot of puppeteers working that house. Five Nights at Freddy's fans are gonna lose their mind when they get to see this stuff in person. It's gonna be great. So we have more HHN updates coming this week. We're gonna have more announcements, and then the IP announcements should start back next week. There's not gonna be anything this week, but it should be next week because everything kind of has to be finished by like the first week of August. Still missing 2 IPs, and then we're still missing the different shows that are coming for HHN this year. HHN 34 this year. It's gonna be so good when you guys see it in person. The teams have been working so hard to create something special this year. So guys, on that note, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button. If you have not already, hit the subscribe button and join the family.
I love the family.
Because I'm gonna keep you up to date on all things Halloween Horror Nights and Universal Studios around the country. I love you all. I'll see y'all very soon.
Major paradox.
They wouldn't be entering in there if it was a experience.